Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's.
My name is Jacksepticeye and welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's!
Welcome back to Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's?
Five Nights at Freddy's! Hey, what is up guys? It is Mike here, and welcome to my very first Five Nights at Freddy's Let's Play. Who would have thought that a small indie horror game known as Five Nights at Freddy's would be as big and successful as anyone would have expected? Most people would have thought this game would have been one of those forgotten indie gems within 5 years. Yet here we are, 7 years in, another sequel soon to be released, a movie still in production, multiple books inspired by the Goosebumps novels, over 30,000 fan games and more still being made, and finally a fan base both waiting and hungry for something. Anything to come out and feed their interest. So why are we talking about all of that? Well, none of this would have ever happened without the first FNAF game existing in the first place, all because of a famous critic reviewing Chipper and Son. So why not go all the way back to early 2014 and see how this game still plays after all these years? Starting off with the positives, let's discuss what makes this game so remembered, with it being its gameplay loop, with it not only being simple but unique at the same time. It takes the simple idea of, what if these Chuck E. Cheese like animatronics could move at night? And no one could have perfected that idea better than Scott Cawthon himself, with the way he both designed and the kind of line I doubt many people back then would be able to know how to recreate. Speaking of design, let's talk about those 4 iconic designs and how well they're presented in this game. To start off, let's talk about the 3 main casts, Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica. They're all menacing. With that childish yet bizarre-like style Scott is famous with his modeling, all of them bright lights look good, but if you were to give him a dark grayish blue lighting, illuminating what they do fully look like, this turns that childish-like look into something sinister, something that says, I hope you are prepared. With that, there's also one more animatronic that you don't see until the second night. It goes by the name of Foxy, and unlike the other ones that are in good condition, this one however is in a bad state due to how damaged the parts are and how much of his endoskeleton is visible, making it seem more fitting that this one you had to be more cautious of than the others. But back to gameplay. This game, unlike many other indie horror titles in 2014, you can't move around. You are stuck in one place, your office, using the cameras around the place to check where they are, and are able to close either the left or right door to stop anyone or anything to come in. But with all this in mind, there's a power bar in which the players must keep in mind when using anything that requires power can either increase or decrease how fast it can chew up, slowly building up that fear factor and the atmosphere with that little timer at the top right corner, making the player always worry throughout the night, making it more intense when they're at the 5 AM mark, with both low power and the animatronics being aggressive at the end point. This is what anyone would think in their heads. Please make it 6 AM, please make it 6 AM, please make it 6 AM. Then it finally hits 6 AM, turning all that stress at the end into relief. Now this is something I don't often see people talk about, and that's the background lore of the game. Even though everyone and their mother has already known the lore and the story of these characters, but back then, we knew nothing. And to finally understand what was going on was mind-blowing to anyone playing for the first time. Now, for the final part I want to talk about is Golden Freddy. Believe it or not, there's a 5th secret character in the game that can only be active when going to this poster, and by chance, that Freddy poster should change color to yellow. After that, you should have a special guest in your If I have to give a negative to this game, it is that it simply lacks a replay value. Once you beat all 5 nights, you unlock a 6th night. Okay, that's fair enough. Then after beating that night, you unlock the custom night, where you can set any of the 4 animatronics AI count from 0 or to 20, making all 4 training mode the hardest challenge in the game. And once you have finally beaten that, you get the pink slip.
Now what?
All you do get is a star, but they seem to be more of a flex that you earn than something you can use. But that's something both the series and the fan games did better with their rewards down the line. and it is the first game, so there's a lot Scott can do with the rewards down the line. Another problem is that once you do get jump scared, the scare factor goes away and becomes something tedious down the line. That is something everyone can agree on, because nothing can be scary forever. Overall, this game hasn't aged poorly. Yes, it doesn't have a replay value, but the atmosphere. The atmosphere is something you can't forget. Something not even the sequels were able to recreate again. And that's why the first FNAF will always stay as one of the top indie horror game icons, next to The Dark Descent and Outlast. Without FNAF, I doubt any of this would have happened. The friends we have made along the way, or the fan games that could even beat the first three FNAF with what they have to offer. So whatever happens for the series or its fandom in the coming years, it's a pleasure to see it still growing and staying alive.